I am running out of time. I only have a few days to complete a few of these events along with the theater that's going on over here. This endgame is going to be resetting in 7 hours. If you didn't know, I just returned back to Genshin Impact and there's a whole lot to catch up on. So I will be going through all the events along with Spiral Abyss and the theater as well, since those have not been completed yet. Can't miss out on those primogems now, can we? To start off, I'd like to do the clock convoy quest going on over here. So it looks like the first thing that I've got to do is going to Liyue. Looks like I already have to gift this guy something, so I'm just gonna give him the one thing I don't require, lamp grass. Oh man, he really wants to take everything from me. Let's just give him the worst of the worst. Look at that, a gray food right there. Oh, I'm gonna need 3 of those. Here's some fried eggs, which is something that I will barely be using. All right, quest completed, and we should be able to start our event. Find all the animals. Okay, so it's going to be a squirrel, pigeon, a finch, and a crane. Looks like there's how many challenges again? So 6 challenges that give me 70 primogems. All right, this is going to be a pretty quick quest for sure. Oh, I've done this event before. Gotta love it when Hoyoverse decides to reuse the same event over and over. If that's the case, where's the tower defense event? That was one of my favorite modes ever. I need my tower defense back. Alright, so I think if we use the mirror, we should get a clue on where to find the animals. Am I able to see myself from this point of view? Oh, yes I can. I'm right there. And there's the finch, just like that. There's just 2 more, which is gonna be a crane and a squirrel. You're not really trying that hard, are you? Yeah, this event is not difficult at all. Maybe once we get into the more weird areas that have a lot of like mountains and everything, maybe that's when it'll be a challenge. But every time I can literally see myself. That is a weird Ching Show shibby going on there. That's like the most random thing ever. Oh, it's a furnishing. Once again, furnishing is never something that I'll ever use in my entire life. But there we go. That is the first challenge, and we get an extra 70 primogems. On to the next one. This is gonna be a little bit awkward since I haven't unlocked this area. This area does look beautiful, but I'm not going to touch it until I 100% every other nation before this one. This one may be a bit difficult since I'm not familiar with the terrain, so let's see. As long as I see myself through the other animal's point of view, then I should be fine. See? Right there. Hello. Not too shabby, and that's that right there. We got a Hutao furnishing instead, so there we go. I'm very scared that there might be a location that it puts me through where I haven't explored yet. So far it's just Mondstadt in Liyue. For the first time, I don't see myself, but since I've explored this before, I know exactly where that is. You think you can hide from me, but that's not happening. I mean, well, come on, like a bunch of swords? Of course I know exactly where that is. Hello, Foxy. And then the last animal should be right there. That's an extra 70 primogems. I'll speed through the rest ones, and I'll let you know if there's something interesting that happens. Oh no. Actually, I do have a teleport waypoint right here for Sumeru. Alright, that's perfect. And there we go. That is going to be the last reward for this event. I do see there is an afterward quest. Let me go ahead and do that. And the event is officially done. That's a pretty simple event, and I like that considering I did not have a lot of days to complete that, that's for sure. We got a total of 420 primogems, and we can now move on to the more action-based endgame. It's time for us to do Spiral Abyss. And since on the last version I did not do Spiral Abyss, I have to do it all the way starting from floor 9, unfortunately. But it should be pretty simple. I think it'll start to get interesting once we get to floor 11. Alright, we made it to floor 11 now, and floor 11 is the max that I've always had, so I think the goal here is to just 3-star floor 11 and probably rage quit in floor 12 because I've never beaten that. Now I do get a nice 60% pyro damage bonus, so I shouldn't have any trouble 3-starring this floor. Unless there's monoliths. Okay, good. No monolith. I'll be running Hyper Carry Arlecchino on the first half and Gaming Vaporize on the second. The key character here is Yelan because it looks like there is a flying ruin drake. We definitely want to shoot that robot out of the sky for sure. It feels good not having any monolith on floor 11 because that's what stopped me the last time that I tried to do Spiral Abyss. As long as I keep my Arlecchino max HP, she'll be able to take Bennett's effect with an attack boost because I don't have C1 on Bennett, so you'll have to suffer with me with that. But so far so good. My damage is looking absolutely beautiful. Gaming being pyro is actually helping with this cryo monster, so that's great. Now this is exactly what I'm talking about. Get down from there, big boy. Only the sky is only good for big boys like myself. Definitely don't want any flying machine up in the air. Oh my god, he got out of his stun phase pretty quick, but I was able to beat him. There's a big serious situation going on there with the fact that I used Gaming's burst on the last moment, so I do not have his burst at all for the second rotation. But since this is floor 11, it should be fine, right? I think the first order of business here is being able to get Gaming's burst as quickly as possible, or maybe actually not have him die. Honestly, Yelan carried me right there, and my Yelan is built pretty good, so she definitely carried my Gaming. Oh my goodness, this is a new enemy that I've never fought before, and he took away all of my energy. How does that work? He just took away all of Bennett's energy. Well, I guess we're not gonna have any elemental burst anymore. But something you can't take away is Barbara's book. With her book, if I switch to Arlecchino, Arlecchino gets an attack bonus, so try to beat that. Ooh, ended with style. That was pretty fun. Regardless, that was a pretty fun challenge. I was still able to get 9 stars for all the other floors, so that is an extra 600 primogems just like that. And we got an increase on the battle pass for that as well. We got a pretty nice Acquaint Fate. I've got no idea what my count is, but pretty sure this is gonna be bad. Yes, it is. Next up is going to be the theater. Gonna be resetting in 6 hours, so we definitely want to be completing that. I've never had any issues with the theater just blocking elements, because at the end of the day it gives me trial characters that I can basically use on this endgame, so that's pretty nice. Why is she here? She's given me some very horrible memories I do not want to be thinking about. Now I say it's not hard, but that's really because I'm just on normal mode. I don't have enough characters to do hard mode yet, so for now I'm just gonna go in with the butterflies. So Pyro, Electro, and Dendro. Now that I think about it, that is gonna be a little bit awkward because I don't think I have enough Electro and Dendro characters that could help with beating this challenge. So these are going to be the characters that I'll be able to bring to the theater. So it's going to be everyone on the trial, along with Arlecchino, Gaming, Bennett. Xiangling is not fully built, Keqing is not fully built, and of course Lumine is not fully built. 3 out of 6 characters are fully built. I'd say we're fine. I think the trial characters are definitely gonna save me for sure. And then of course to add in characters from my friend list. And I think adding Alhaitham would be the perfect choice here. And thank you, mama.
What would I do without you?
And since we've got an extra character, I did gain a buff on damage and a little bit more currency to use. So let's go ahead and get started. So I want a team right now that'll focus on both Yamiko and Tainari, so Electro and Dendro. Is there anything here? Electro, Dendro? Yes. So there's a buff that I can use for that. So let's grab that buff. That'll definitely help with boosting some damage. And I will never, ever grab this mystery cache. Like the last 2 times that I've tried that, it gave me some negative buffs that I had to completely restart the game. So I honestly would suggest never choosing this mystery cache. It is horrible with the luck. Alright, well, I'm not desperate with buffs. I already got one, so let's go ahead and start fighting. In my opinion, the robots are the easiest ones to fight because the other ones are usually trying to run away or just having some effects on you. So let's go ahead and do that. So like I mentioned, I wanted a team with Yamiko and Tainari. Now everyone else could just be the back burner, like useless. Speaking of useless, you already know Shinjin definitely falls in the useless category. I really love this endgame because at least it lets me use characters that I don't usually use. Oh my goodness. Arlecchino already? Of course I'm going to bring a father into the roster. Can also further increase the buff for the Electro and Dendro, so let's go ahead and do that. I don't know what the best buff is in this situation, so I'll just pick whatever decreases the elemental resistance. Everything else, companion, I don't need that. I also don't need to reroll, so I think we're pretty fine right now. Now, as I mentioned before, I feel like the robots are definitely the easiest enemies to be fighting, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll use the same team again, because why not? I'll leave Arlecchino for somewhere else to use.
A sight to behold. Can't see? I'll uproot you!
Pretty simple. And that's what happens when you focus on an elemental reaction. Things just go way too quickly. I'm gonna get Bennett because Lumine is not fully built, of course. I mean, of course I'm not gonna be building the main traveler right off the bat like that. So let me buff Arlecchino by getting a buff for Pyro and Electro related damage. So that decreases the resistance, so that is perfect. And I'm actually gonna be saving my flowers because I'm pretty confident with Arlecchino's damage. Perfect. I did feel a little bit of struggle, and that's because Dory was just not applying a lot of Electro. Monolith? Oh brother, I already don't like where this is going. So far so good. Now that I'm paying attention that Dory needs to apply that Electro, everything's going pretty fine. And just like that, GG's. That was pretty easy. I still don't have I'll Hate Them, which I was expecting I would already have by now. I'll grab Gaming because he's mostly built by now a little bit. Let me see if I can get I'll Hate Them through the random selection. Oh baby, just like that, we got I'll Hate Them.
The process of elimination.
And just like that, we were able to do it. That was a little awkward. Yeah, this is definitely not the best way to use Alhaitham with his infusion, that's for sure. But whatever works. I mean, this is a different kind of endgame. It's bound to be weird. So we've collected all the characters and we're right on the last act for Pyro application. So I want to get Dendro and Pyro buffs for Alhaitham. So this one right here. Well, I kind of messed up. This buff specifically buffs Pyro, not Dendro, and Xiangling isn't really fully built. How about the level 2? Does it help Dendro? Okay, so at least this does buff the Dendro side of it, or at least it spits out an object that will do damage. For the last upgrade, I will upgrade Dendro with Electro. I feel a little bit more confident with that compared to like the Pyro buffs with Dendro. And yeah, that's going to be the final enemy for this endgame. I'm already having some problem with HP management. Oh my goodness. And I'm struggling with my HP again. Yeah, I might have to reset this one.
Here you are. Deflect. Well, brave.
We did it. No way, we did it. Oh my god, just when Alhaitham died, his last attack actually got it. That was my second try. The first try did not go that great, but there we go. Trust me, this took a whole lot longer than 6 minutes. I don't know where you're getting that data from. Now, how many primogems do we get from this? Because I do not remember. We actually get 440 primogems, so I think that's a pretty good. Unfortunately, don't have enough characters for the hard mode, so I can get a little bit more primogems, but I'm happy with what I get. There is just one more event that I just realized that I could potentially do. The only problem is it's in Natlan. Now, I do have a teleport waypoint close to that, so let me see if I'm actually able to start the quest. Oh man, that is quite the crazy travel distance we've got over there, but I'm willing to do everything to be able to get primogems. Alright, so looks like we've got a nice little puzzle here and grind to place the objects in the right place. So I am already a little lost. Okay, this is a little weird, but so far so good. What am I holding right now? I genuinely have no idea. I'll throw this away. I know where the emblem goes. It goes right there. Nope. Oh wow, that's a little weird. Come on, bro. Oh, you can put it above? Alright, so now that I put it above, I should be able to place this. That looks better. That looks a lot better. I actually just realized what this is. This is actually the other side of the face. And then finally, it'll be whatever hat this is. Yay! Just like that. 1 minute and 40 seconds. Try to beat that. And blah, blah, blah. Moving on. So I just got 40 primogems for completing a quest line full of lines. And that unlocked me some pages here that I can use to get more primogems. Already got myself some primogems for doing that first puzzle. Looks like I can do the second one as well. You probably start with the face. Let's add a little bit of feathers onto you. Yeah, this is weird. Maybe let's remove the face because that's just not helping at all. I can't put it below. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is the hat. Wow. Okay, now I get it. This will be the hat. Right there, and now I can put it below you. There we go. We're missing some very important hair. Damn, this guy needs a haircut. Look at this guy. Let me actually put the hair where it's supposed to. I'm already struggling. What's going on? Oh, I just needed to pull it below. Now that looks a lot better. So there's no rotation, but you need to pay attention to the layers. It's a good thing I edit my thumbnails in Photoshop, so there's a whole bunch of layers there, that's for sure. I'm very experienced when it comes to the layering of things. Then this goes below, go below again, and that should complete it. Yeah, baby! 2 minutes and 31 seconds. Beat that. I'm pretty sure you're gonna beat that. I actually felt like I took forever with that one. And we got some extra points. And then we got 30 primogems. I completed 2 more puzzles, but it looks like I can't complete any more. It's time to move on to a different challenge regarding this same event. And it looks like I only have 2 challenges unlocked for this one. The other ones I have to wait for them to be unlocked through time. Alright, looks to be just monster hunting, which pretty simple. The only thing that's worrying me is level 90. As long as I get the primogems 1000 points, then I should be fine. Oh my god, that was like really addicting, just like mashing buttons. Unfortunately, I was not able to get as many points as you would expect. Yeah, I'm not going to try too hard to get these rewards that don't even include primogems, so I'm not really too worried about trying to be a real completionist here when these are the rewards that I would get. These challenges give you this incense, and with the incense, it acts as points, so I was able to get 400. That's an extra primogems, and I get this weapon, which I've got no idea who to use it for, so let me know who's the best character to use this weapon for, because I've got no idea. I haven't really been paying too much attention on that. Looks like there is another quest that I could probably do, but I'll leave that for another time. I'm pretty happy with the grind that I did, and I think the biggest thing that we're all asking is, what exactly is the score? How many primogems did I get? So from the screen here, it's saying that I've got 18,599. So putting that onto the spreadsheet, that's saying that I've got a total of 1,775 primogems today with the 2 events along with Spiral Abyss and the Imaginarium Theater, which converts to 11 whopping pulls. That is mind-blowing. And you're gonna notice that I got the same date here, November 30, November 30. I just recently made the last video with Watatsumi Island, so that's the one right there. But don't worry, I did keep that separate, so this right here is only the events. That is only the events, and that rewarded me with 1,775. That is an insane amount of primogems in just one day, so I'm gonna be happy with that for sure. Let me know down in the comments below, what is the highest amount of primogems that you've gotten in one day? And well, until next time, have a great day.